morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you have a great morning this morning. It is Sunday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I got a bunch of albums beside me that I'm not going to talk about today. I'm going to show some of them off during this video, but I'm not going to talk about any specific album. Today I'm going to talk about inner sleeves, outer sleeves, or no sleeves. What do you guys use for your collection? First off, I'm no expert on sleeving. What I use isn't the end-all. Many people in the BC use 1,000 different types of inner and outer sleeves. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. That's not my point of this. My point is to see how you guys protect your vinyl collection. To me, I'm spending a lot of money on these records. I want to keep them as long as possible. Also want to take care of my collection. And also, because I'm spending a lot of money, I want to keep the worth of my collection protected with inner and outer sleeves. If you're into that, that's awesome. If you don't really care, that's awesome as well. That's obviously your choice. But I'm curious to see what you guys use to protect your collection and your investment. Or does it really matter to you? I really don't know. It's not a question that a lot of people ask. I'm sure there's videos out there about this stuff. First time I've asked. So, inner sleeves, of course, protect the record itself. Make sure the vinyl itself remains free of dust and scratches. And the ringwear on the album jacket. Outer sleeves protects the album's cover and artwork, prevents wear and tear, and also maintains the visual appeal of your collection. The jackets that I use really make the vinyl pop. Maybe not so great for videos because of the glare, but to me, I feel that these guys really pop. And of course, the inner sleeves protect your collection. Also, storing your records. I store mine vertically. Helps prevent warping and guarantees that the record maintains its shape over time. Storing them flat could result in warping over time because of the weight on top of each other. And especially when there's fluctuating in temperatures, it could definitely warp your record. I've only done that a couple of times. When I received my new cabinets, I had to take all my records out and had to store them. But that was only a day, so I wasn't too concerned with that. But if it's any longer than that, you just cause yourself risk against your collection. So what are vinyl outer sleeves used for? A record sleeve is the outer covering of a vinyl record, of course. It protects the vinyl from everyday wear and avoiding harm, such as dust, dirt, and scratches. If you have your records together and they don't have sleeves, every time you pull out a record, it could scratch the other record beside it or the record itself. Also, that creates ring wear, it creates all kinds of damage. Could be rips and tears because it really just is cardboard. So again, the outer sleeves protect it from that. I use the top up method. Okay. I feel that's the best, and to me anyway, rather than having to remove the whole jacket, unless I want to look inside the album. But it's also the best way to keep the records themselves from slipping out of the jackets when you're putting them in your shelving or even pulling them out of your shelving. Nothing worse than having a record fall if it slips out of your jacket when that happens, because that could damage the vinyl record itself. Crack, break, scratch, you name it. Inner sleeves for your records, I feel it's the best protection for your collection. When you're putting your vinyl records away, use a great inner sleeve. When records are slipping back into their album jackets without a sleeve, again, dust and static, scratching, all kinds of stuff, and that's the least you want on your vinyl record. You don't want any scratches. You can't help when you dig and pick up used albums what that person did or that those many people did when they had this album, what they did to that collection. So you can't prevent scratches from happening in that instance. But any new album that just came from the factory, you just don't want any scratches to happen. So you protect them as best as possible. They're also, what do I do when I encounter a paper sleeve? If the paper sleeve has a plastic insert, so kind of a MoFi paper sleeve, I would keep it and use it. If it's a regular paper sleeve, I'm going to replace it with one of my inserts, just to protect, because again, paper sleeves could scratch the record. I'm not sure. A lot of companies now are coming out with the MoFi sleeves, or record companies, but I'm not sure why that paper sleeve is. I guess it's cost probably, if it's a paper sleeve that has lyrics or it has pictures on it or something else that's part of the album, I'll keep that inside the album jacket because it is part of the package. It is part of the artwork of the album, so it's necessary to maintain the complete album in there, especially if it's a record sleeve that has lyrics or pictures or whatever as part of that album jacket. I'll keep it for sure. Storing without outer sleeves, obviously ring wear is the big one. It also causes albums to rub against each other, resulting in that circular outer sleeve, or that ring wear, mark. Also, proper storage, no sun damage, loss of sound, warping. Make sure to stand them upright, as I mentioned earlier. Use protective outer sleeves, and maintain a decent temperature in your environment. Without an inner sleeve, records are slipping back into their albums. Without an inner sleeve, again, dust, static, scratches, cracks, and splits. But the question is, do you need sleeving? No, you don't really need it if you don't want it. I'm not saying you have to have it. But sleeving does prevent advantages that I mentioned above. So I think it's important. To me, anyway, it's important. Perhaps to you, it's not important, or not as important. So what I use, I've got more coming today. I'm out of the outer sleeves that I use, but I've shown you some great photos, examples of what I use. They're also great for double albums as well. This is the purples equals 1. So they fit nicely. In most cases, the double albums. So they're nice that way. So the brand is Amiade, Aeimiade. I think that's how you pronounce it, Amiade. Transparent polypropylene sleeves. You get 100 in a package. Obviously protecting my vinyl collection. Scratch resistant, corrosion resistant, anti-static, transparent, tough. They're 12 3/4 by 12 3/4 for the guys that are using the Imperial system. But I feel that they're a nice looking outer sleeve. They make the record look so nice, especially an older album. These are I just received new inner sleeves, so these are all new vinyl records. I decided when I got these new inner sleeves that I was going to start with my newest purchases first, and then work on to some of the older albums that I have. The inner sleeves, where's my photo here? Here it is. That's called Invest in Vinyl. Some people use, obviously, the MoFi sleeves. I find they're a little pricey to me. You get 50 in a pack. Inner sleeves, anti-static, square vinyl sleeves. And obviously protecting from scuff marks and tears. And they're also anti-static. They're also acid-free. And they're a perfect fit. And they make the they make the album. So there's my outer sleeves and the nice inner sleeve here. It just makes it look and appealing to me. All kinds of, there's the latest mantras that I have, and it also again, it just enhances the look of the outer sleeve as well as the inner sleeve. So I'm curious to find out what you guys use or don't use. Let me know in the comments below. I thought it'd be a fun exercise to do something different on a Sunday morning. And yeah, there you have it, guys. Take care. Love you all. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.